Hello, and you're watching TV9 News, and I'm your host Deepak. India is facing a dual threat from Pakistan in the west and China in the north. So, in the backdrop of the hostile situation with China along the line of actual control and threats from Pakistan along the line of control or the LOC, India is planning to establish theatre commands in different strategic locations around the country's strategic points. So, with both these nations being nuclear-armed neighbors, India's military leadership believes that theaterization is a muscular stance in the Indo-Pacific region. I'll try and simplify what this means. The Tri-Services Chief, General Bipin Rawat, assumed charge as India's first Chief of Defence Staff on January 1st, 2020. So Bipin Rawat was also tasked to establish a system to bring about a unity in decision-making among the three services, mainly the Army, Navy and the Air Force, within 3 years. So the military leadership thought instilling a feeling of jointness among the three forces can be started by establishing a theatre command. So what is a theatre in defence term? In general, we all know that a theatre is a place or a building where you go to watch plays or even movies. But in defence terms, theatre has a different meaning altogether. It is a geographical area where one witnesses important military events, and this can include airspace, land or even the sea. Take the standoff between India and China in eastern Ladakh at the LAC as an example. So the LAC, specifically in eastern Ladakh, in this instance became the theatre. Now that we know what a theatre is, I'll tell you what a theatre command means. So theatre command means setting up a unified base with specific defence equipment and personnel from Army, Air Force and the Navy as well as the strategic forces. So the commander of this theatre will be from any one of the three services depending on the role assigned to that particular theatre. So by the end of 2022, the Indian military powerhouse is planning to establish 3 theatre commands, one each in north, east and also the west. Now to get a clearer picture about the significance of the theaterization process, let's speak to retired wing commander Mr. Praful Bakshi, who was also the defence spokesperson, and get some more insights.
Wing Commander, firstly I just wanted to know about the strategic importance of a theatre command. So could you please tell me about that?
You see, when you're having a conflict with an enemy, a belligerent, you have all the forces, 3 forces come into play. Army, Navy, Air Force. Now, the way you have placed them in the theatre, say Eastern Theatre. Take for example, you're in the Eastern Theatre. Right. You require in the East, of course, in the East there are mountains, there are East jungles, there are East. On the eastern seaboard is also there, eastern coast is also there.
Correct.
Now it all depends on what force and what quantum you want. So sometimes what happens when you want air, the Air Force will provide you. Then you are in the Army, you require air, so your air. Then probably the sea comes. There's a sea front. Then a naval gives you firepower. But what happens is the forces are distributed under various other commanders. In a command, all the aspects of fighting force are there, which are according to the terrain. For example, in the Western Theatre, there will be only air and ground. But in the Southwestern Theatre, there will be air, sea and ground both.
Correct.
All 3. So, these sort of, when you create a theatre command, it means in the Eastern Theatre or the Western Theatre, you have the amalgamation of all the forces in the required quantity. Including artillery, including armor, including air, including everything under one command. Now, when you require an attack helicopter or a fighter aircraft, you ask the Air Force. These are the different commands. Your armies are advancing. You get fought. The enemy tanks are there. You want air, so you keep ringing for air.
Right.
And the Air Force may say, no, my fighters are this. Sometimes there is a lack of communication in commanders and the force doesn't reach.
Correct.
In a theatre command, all the forces which will come into play in the battle are under one command structure.
Okay.
That's
So why is it important for India, Wing Commander?
It's all over, not only India.
Mm-hmm.
We are very late in adding it.
Okay.
Theatre command concept is not our creation.
Uh-huh.
It is only we borrowed it from outside.
Correct. But then why is it important for us?
Because it was found out in 71 war, 65, 71. There are a lot of instances. I was in 71. We are waiting. Some telephone call has come. That we want something. With so much of air we want to in so and so area. But nobody has told us. I mean, somebody has given us a hint. We don't know whether they want it or not. Then Air Force telephone may have come, but the Air Force commanders think, no, that we are elsewhere. We have to send our fighters elsewhere. But once they come wrong, then it is him who decides. I put my resources to optimum use.
Okay. So, Wing Commander, China already has about 5 theatre commands. So, will creating a theatre command help us take real-time decisions and also real-time decisions better to counter a given threat more effectively?
That's right.
The main reason to integrate all the three services under one commander-in-chief was to accord a jointness among the three services, the Army, Air Force, the Navy and the strategic forces, to realize the armed forces goals in a more decisive and also an efficient manner. So do let us know what you think about this initiative among the armed forces in the comment section below, and also do not forget to like, share and subscribe to TV9 News on various social media platforms. Many thanks for watching.